understand that I don't understand. See, Yaakov said I could space out a little.
These are very interesting gemaras, and you wait till we get to Amud base.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Ooh, is that Magid Shiur tonight? Look at this. Ooh, wow.
That's right.
Ooh, wow.
Not as good looking as you, Aaron, but you know.
Ooh, it's royal. Ooh, wow. Let me I'll go get dressed up.
Or good.
Better than Abba the other night.
I was dressed tonight, at least, Hutch.
I know.
Hold on.
Ready? Because we got a lot to do on a short amount of time. Because Abba's running out of patience already.
Yeah, but it's a little guy, you know.
You ready?
Oh,
Running out of shirts.
I don't know how many people are usually in.
You can start.
Okay.
Hello? Go.
Everybody could hear me?
Yeah.
All right, you hear me clearly?
I hear you. Nobody can hear me, but I hear you.
All right.
I hear you, parrots.
Anya, we learned that at Brisa. Abba Yaman, we said a whole bunch of members from Abba Yaman before. So now the Gemara is just continuing. Abba Yaman says, if we would be able to see, we wouldn't be able to survive because we'd be seeing so many shadim around us that we would be too scared. In the Fishim, there are more shadim than humans. And they surround us like a mound surrounds like a wall surrounding a mound. There's different shadim, like a wall of bricks around a wine press, but they're all around us. They're surrounded. Pretty scary if you could actually see them. Each one of us has 1,000 shadim to the left of us and 10,000 to the right of us. The fact that shiurim that we go to are so squashed, anytime we have these get-togethers, like the Siyam Shas, for example, the reason why it felt so squashed is because of all the shadim that are over there. Are the fact that our legs go tired is because of them. Rabbanon's clothing that get worn out, they don't actually, Rabbanon don't work. So there's no reason why their clothing should get worn out because of the shade. The fact that people's legs, it says like they get holes in it, but it's really just, I don't know exactly what it means, but it comes from the shadim also. I'm on the by the maid. You want to see if there are shadim around. Slice of kitman hila, take the fine dust, fine ashes, and surround it around your bed at night. With safra in the morning, chazi, you'll see kikayid tarnagoyl. You'll see like chicken footprints around your bed. Yeah, I'm on the Baila Mechazino. If you want to actually see them, Lacey Shul said the Shul take the placenta or the amniotic sac of a cat, a black one, the daughter of a black cat, a firstborn, the daughter of a firstborn, burn it, grind it up, put it into your eyes, then you'll be able to see the shadim. Now you take the leftovers, the parcel, you put it in a iron canister. The parcel, and you got to seal it with an iron seal, because they might steal it from you. And then when you do this whole thing with your eyes, close your mouth. Like this, you won't. Otherwise, we're afraid that you might actually get damaged from the shadim if you do this whole process. Baby Rabbi did all this, and he closed his mouth. He saw the shade of Itzik, but he got damaged anyways. The Chacham davened for him, and he was healed. Okay, everybody good so far? Anya,
On mute.
All muted. We all mute and listen so we can hear you.
okay. Tanya, Rabbi Yaman says, "Ain't Nishmas elevates a knesses. Tefillah only work. Hashem only listens to your tefillah only if you're in Shul. Shenamar, Listen to your song and to the tefillah. But makam rino, sham tefillah, in the place where you're going to be, where there's rino, that's where you should be davening. Amar Rabban bar Ravada, Amar Yitzchak. How do you know that Kadosh Baruch Hu is found in the base of Knesset? Shnever like him needs a badaskel. Said Hashem is standing in the congregation of Hashem. How do you know that when 10 people daven to Shekhinah Iman, that the Shekhinah is with us? Shnever like him needs a badaskel. How do you know when 3 people are sitting down to dan as a bezdin? How do you know that this Kadosh Baruch Hu is with them? That in the midst of Hashem, that's where judgment takes place. How do you know if 2 people are sitting and learning Shekhinah Imam, even only 2 people? You see that when 2 people are talking to each other, a man to his friend, Hashem is listening. What is the rest of the pasuk says? The people that are thinking about his name. If a person has an intention of doing a mitzvah, the nanas and he wasn't able to perform it, the Torah considers as if you actually did the mitzvah. Okay, so that's so far we're down to 2. How do you know that even if 1 person is sitting and learning Shekhinah, that the Shekhinah is with him? Anywhere where you're going to mention my name, I'm going to come and I'm going to give you a bracha. If you're going to tell me that if 1 person alone, HaKadosh Baruch Hu was with him, so train me by. So do I need to tell you that if 2 people are there, then Hashem is going to be there? Right? So the Gemara, right? If there's 2 people, then it gets written into the Sefer as a Kronos. But 1 person, it doesn't get written in the Sefer as a Kronos. If you're going to tell me that 2 people, I need to tell you that 3. So, you would think that Bezdin sitting around and paskening is not really learning. It's just that they're putting peace into this world. They're settling fights. So you would think that settling fights is not really learning. Kamash Rolan, that it's also learning. If you're going to tell me that 3 people sitting alone, sitting is the Shekhinah is there. So you have 10 people are there. If there's 10 people that are usually there, so then HaKadosh Baruch Hu comes first. But if there's only 3 people, then once the 3 people are sitting down, then HaKadosh Baruch Hu comes. Okay?
What does that mean?
What do you mean? What does that mean?
So he's coming before there's 10. How does he know there's going to be 10?
So we're going to see later on when it comes to, let's say, tefillah, that if there's a normal minyan there, so then HaKadosh Baruch Hu comes first.
Saying curious.
Yeah, that's what I think.
What about if you have intention to do an avera and you don't do it? Do you get the schar like you did it?
No, it's only by a guy. We only say that by a guy.
Clearly, you don't get the punishment of the avera, but you get the good parts of the avera. You want to know?
I'm just asking. That was for you, Abba.
Do the avera. First of all, no one told me what page we're on.
Oh no! Oh no!
Hey,
Abba.
Vav Aleph.
Hey, Amud Beis.
Vav Aleph.
Oh.
No.
Abba, what are we gonna do with you, man?
No, because I missed yesterday. I just listened to the recording today, but I didn't read it. I just listened. Okay,
Vav
thanks.
and Aleph, Abba. 3/4 of the way down. Vav and Aleph.
Thank you.
Wow, I didn't know that Peloton has a Daf Yomi Shiur.
It's one of the scenic routes.
Anyways, okay, guys, ready? How do you know that Hashem wears tefillin? Ubizraya uzay. Yamina is utayr. In his right hand is tayr. Shenemar Yamina ish taslamai. Ubizraya in his arm uzay. And elu tefillin. These are tefillin. Hashem oiz l'amitin. Hashem will give oiz, which is strength, really. When I say tefillin, I say, how do you know that tefillin is ois? Ois himli Yisrael. How do you know? I'm sorry, that tefillin is ois for the end of Siv. Bro kalami aretz kishem Hashem nikra lachaviyarim. They're going to see that the nations of the world are going to see that Hashem's name is on you, and they're going to be afraid of you. I guess that is the sign of strength. The Tanya Rebbe Lazar Fatalimer elu tefillin sheberosh. That's the tefillin of the head. Sorry. Amrli Rav Nachman Bar Yitzchak L'Ruchiyah. What is so? We said that Akash Baruch Hu wears tefillin. So what does it say in his parshas? He said, says, who is like you, the nation, the one nation in the world. Does Akash Baruch Hu take praise in the fact that the Yidden and the Yidden takes pride in the Yidden? In he says, yes, the same as Hashem Hamartayon, as Hashem Hamirchayon. Right? So what does that mean? Amar Lahem HaKadosh Baruch Hu, HaKadosh Baruch Hu said, Yisreal, Atem Asisinu Chativa Achas Ba'olam, you made me into the one praiseworthy thing in the world. And he says, Chativa Achas Ba'olam. And I'm going to make you into the one praiseworthy thing in this world. Atem Asisinu Chativa Achas Ba'olam. You turned me into the one praiseworthy thing in the world, Shenamar, because it says Shema Yisrael Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad. I'm going to make you into the one praiseworthy thing, Shenamar. Good so far? Amrlay.
We can add this to our songs.
Oh, you're putting this on the. We're making a tape of the Daf Yomi song tape.
Since the last 8 blah, we had like a million songs.
We're gonna have more soon.
Call it a song a day.
Yeah, Amrlay Ravaka, we're gonna have more. Don't worry, they're long ones too. Amrlay Ravaka, Breder Rova, Ravashi. Fine. So we know that our tefillin have 4 houses, 4 separate compartments, right? So we only said one pasuk so far for Hashem. What about the other 3 parts of the tefillin, right? What does the Akash Baruch Hu have written in the other batim? Says right? Ashrecha Yisrael. Okay, so those are the 4, right? Then, but if you count it up, it's more than that. It's really 6. I'm sorry, if you come out and there's too many batim, right? What?
Maybe it'll be in the time.
In the time is also only 4.
Yeah, yes. Maybe only had a few in the
Maybe you work both at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But some in the other one.
Right. The Babiches wear very large tefillin. Is that what it is?
No, some of them wear one behind the other, some of them.
Right. Oh, so you're saying that I didn't know there was one. I had no idea what they were doing it for. I didn't copy. It was one was Rabbeinu copy.
The parshas are all the same, regardless of how big the bottom are, though.
Maybe Akash Baruch Hu has it a little different. I don't know.
Anyway, so the Gemara is going to answer you. So, those 2 psukim, they're very similar. So the Chad Besa, those go into one bais, in one compartment, right? Ashrafli Yisrael, the pasuk Ashrafli Yisrael, Umikamli Yisrael, also very similar to Chad Besa. They go into another compartment. That's 2. Oh yeah, Anisa Lekim Bechad Besa. So the next pasuk of Anisa Lekim goes in the 3rd one. Usimcha Aliyah Bechad Besa, and the 4th pasuk of Simcha Aliyah goes in the other one. But Kulu. And then all of these sukkim are also written in HaKadosh Baruch Hu's Tefillin Shel Yad. And also, as we know, the same way that our Tefillin Shel Yad only has one compartment, so too HaKadosh Baruch Hu's Tefillin Shel Yad also only has one compartment. Okay, now comes the Musar stuff. Ready, Abba?
Everybody has it out for Abba. Poor guy.
What I
Now it's coming all the Musar stuff.
Okay, Kaz.
Turn the page, Abba. We turn the
We
page.
turn the page, and it's the controversial stuff also.
We're on Vav.
This Vav Amud Beis is not very pro Daf Yomi. We'll get there soon, in a minute. Okay?
I thought it was gonna be like dirty Gemaras.
No, it's Musar Gemara, and now it's
Abba, you gotta stay tight. We'll get to those masechtas. Abba, you gotta hang in there, buddy.
You might have to hang in it the whole time, though.
okay. Amar Ravin Barada, Amar Rav Yitzchak, Kol haragel al beis hakneses v'lo ba yom echad. If a person usually comes to the shul and one day he doesn't come, HaKadosh Baruch Hu mashal by. HaKadosh Baruch Hu asks about him. Shnemar mi bokem yari Hashem shemei b'kol avdei asher halach hashakam be'ein noidolai. Who is somebody that has fear of Hashem and he listens to him, and all of a sudden one day he doesn't come, he heads in the darkness and he has no light. HaKadosh Baruch Hu asks, Im ledvar mitzvah halach. If the reason why the guy didn't come to shul, so noidolai, and then there will be light for him, right? And then the rest of the pasuk says, Yiftach b'shem Hashem. My time, why? Right? If a person he just missed davening because he had to go, let's say, to work or for a business deal and he couldn't come, so the Torah is saying the pasuk is saying it's not going to work out for you. You should have betachon in Hashem, and then it's going to work out for you. Okay. When a Kadosh Baruch Hu comes to Shul and he doesn't see a minyan there, and there's usually is a minyan there, so a Kadosh Baruch Hu gets angry right away. How come I came and there's nobody calling me and there's nobody answering? Somebody has a makom kavua where he davens. That's right. It's the Hashem of Ram is on his side. Kishemeis, Imrim Loi, we say about him, hey, Anna, where's this humble person? Hey, Chassid, Mitalmida Shal Avram Avinu, the Talmud of Avram Avinu, and no the cup of Makam. How do you know that Avram Avinu had a Makam Kavod? The Chsiv, I asked him Avram Babaker, I got up in the morning, Al Makam Asher Amacham, to the place that he was standing before. In Amida, Al Tefilin, you see that the word Amida means that he got up, that means to daven. Shenamar Bayamad Pilchas Vayipal. Okay? Amar Rav Chal by Amar Rav Huna. Somebody leaves Shul, shouldn't go running out of Shul. He shouldn't take large steps. It says like that's going to leave Shul. To go into Shul, mitzvah. It's a mitzvah to run. We're going to run to know Hashem. In the beginning, when I saw the Rabbanan running to Shul, to Shiur, on Shabbos, I thought that the Rabbanan were being Machal Shabbos. Even the Shemana the Rav Tamkon, or Rabbi Yisrael ben Levi, since I heard what Rav Tamkon said in the name of Yisrael ben Levi, that a person should always run to Dvar Halacha Shiur, even on Shabbos. So you should run after Hashem like a roaring lion. And I also run. Amram Zera. This is the controversial anti-Daf Yomi Gemara right here. Amram Zera, Agar de Pirka Rata. The schar of going to a shiur is the actual going to shiur. So
I guess we're in trouble.
Well, it's even worse because the ikar schar.
This is called going. No, this is
Go anywhere.
Wait a second. But it gets even worse. It gets even worse because it says the ikar schar of going is of the shiur is when you. The reason why Rashi said the reason why the schar of the shiur is going to the shiur is because then you don't get schar for learning. So the only schar you get is for the actual going. So here,
that's if we don't understand it.
So if we're not going to if you're not going to remember it, Rashi says, if you're not going to remember it, then the only schar you get is for actually going. What does it say for us that all we're doing is flipping open our computer?
Yeah, but we got to follow up text in the morning to make sure we remember.
The Pnei Yeshua says the other way. He says it's extra schar. Pnei Yeshua says that it's extra schar. Yes, Avada, you get the schar for the learning. You're getting extra schar for the actual going. Okay, he says it's part of the Iludvarim Shalom Shir. I'm sorry. Karen Kamas. So Adam Eichel Perry is saying, well, it's not like Karen Kamas Lailam Abba.
That's not what Rashi says.
Not what Rashi says. Because he asks on Rashi, he says, according to Rashi, he said Rashi has to shut on the rest of the Gemara also. And it doesn't really flow with the rest of the Gemara, as you're going to see. Amar Abaya says, Agri de Kalo Dufka, when they have the Yarchi Kalos and stuff like that, or Shabbos, like Shabbos Hagadol and Shabbos Shuva drushes, right? The fact that it's so squished, the fact that it's so crowded, that you're getting schar for that. Amar Abba, Agri de Shmaitas, the schar of learning Be'in is the actual thinking about it. Amar Papa, Agri de Beitamiv, Shtikusa. The schar of going to a Shiva house is to be quiet. Amar Marzutra, Agri de Tanisa, Tzilkasa. The main schar of the main purpose of a fast day is to give tzedakah. Amar Sheshes, Agri de Speda, Dilvai. The main part of a hesped is to cry and to moan, and everybody should. Amar Ravashi Agad de Beilula Mili. The main purpose of a chasana and to be the Iker Simchus Chasam Kala is to say nice things about the chasan and the kala. Yeah. Amar Avuna Kalmas Palachari Beis Knesses Nikra Rasha. Anyone who davens in the back of a shul is called a Rosh. You're surrounding with Risham. That's where you're going. That's only if you're not facing in the same direction as the rest of the shul. But if you are facing in the same, if you are facing the same direction, meaning so anybody sits in the back row of a shul is not it's not called a Rosh. It's only if they're turned around facing, looking out the window, let's say. There was a guy who was davening with his back to the shul in the back. He looked at him like an Arab. He said, this is how you're standing in front of, you're looking as if there's two Kadosh Baruch Hu's, two creators. Look, say you're like davening to a separate creator. So Shalom Sas Rabbi Kopli, so Navi took out his sword and he killed him.
That's normal.
Yeah. So shot, and I'm just trying to remember what the shot was. I don't remember right now. Amar Leahu Merabanon Rabbi Barabaya. Amri Law Rabbi Rav Nachman Bar Yitzchak. My krum zulus b'nei adam. It's the rest of the pasuk that we said before of Saviban who Rishami Salachon, right? So Amar Le Eludvar Sha'imdim Beruma Shalaylam b'nei adam is Alman. These are things that are very important, that are held in very high esteem, but yet people have no respect for it. Rabbi Yechon and Rabbi Lazar, the Amri Tavayu, that Rabbi Yechon and Rabbi Lazar, they both said, Kimash and Isacho Adam Lebrias. If a person needs to get a favor from somebody, let's say like a loan, his face changes colors like a krum. The Gemara is going to say what a krum is. That's the pasuk. So my krum, what's a krum? Rav Dimi says, Amar, he said, there's this bird that's in this, that's overseas, krum shomayim, and his name is krum. The Shachamo and Zareches, once the sun shines, and it turns into many different colors. So that's what happens to a human. The Gemara is going to explain a little bit further right now. It's as if you're getting judged between fire and water. Like you're riding on top of us, and if the way Rashi explains it, it's like if I actually owe you money, then I'm going to be nothing with fire and water. Meaning, fire is your face is turning red, and water is your face is turning white. You're constantly your face because you're embarrassed. Let's say, or if the guy's coming and he's pressing you for money and you can't afford to pay him back, so your face is going to be turning colors. So that's what happens when a person is trying to get money back from somebody and he and people are pressuring him, and it's shalai halacha to do that. Okay. Amar Rav Chavai, Amar Rav Huna. You have to be very careful with the tefillah of mincha, because Eliyahu Hanavi was only answered during the tefillah of mincha. And Eliyahu Hanavi came close. And he said, "Aneni Hashem, Aneni, answer me. Aneni shetered eish min shomayim, answer me that a fire should come down. And then answer me that the people shouldn't say that this was a magic." Rabbi Yochanan says you should also be careful after tefillas achros, even by Meir. I'm going to prepare for you my tefillah like tires in front of you, like the minchas, like the evening offering. I'm not going to after tefillah shachris, even tefillah shachris. You should be careful. Hashem, in the morning you should listen to my pray to my voice that I'm going to prepare, and I'm going to be in the top. So the question is, well, which one is it? I see Hiller saying it's all three. Is saying, so which one is more important? Is it a machlekes? Is it not a machlekes? I saw them a bit the other couple of weeks ago actually, and he says that it's a thing that you have to be makbid on the zman tefillah, meaning each zman could only accomplish a certain thing. Let's say Eliyahu Navi's tefillah could have only worked for that purpose during mincha, meaning I guess he couldn't daven 2 mayers, he couldn't daven 2 shachrises. Meaning Akash Baruch Hu created the world in such a way. I just wanted to point out one other thing that the Mabit happens to say on this pasuk of Hashem Baiker Tishma Koili, that in the morning you should listen to my voice, that he says that even if you have no idea what you're talking about in davening, you're saying, Akash Baruch Hu, listen to my voice. I have no idea what I'm talking about, but just listen to my voice. I'm davening to you, I'm not davening to anyone else. That alone should be a reason why you should answer me. Yeah? Whoever partakes in a suda of a wedding and he doesn't, and he's not mesamech the chassan, he's either on chamisha kailos, on the 5 voices. Shenamar kol sasin, kol simcha, kol chasin, kol kala, kol ayrim haidu as Hashem tzivakas. So you're not doing those 5. The im mesamchoi. If you are maskal, if you are mesamech and maskal, right? What's hard to get? You're going to get your vizaycha to Torah, which was given in 5 kos. Kailis is 2 right there. The word kailis means 2 times kol. The kol shayfar. Then it says by he kol shayfar. Okay. Now, what the whole point of this is that it's coming to say that if you are mesameh chasen v'kala, it was as if you were actually sitting and learning. That's the point of this Gemara, at least according to one shot that I saw. Okay. Wait a second. There's another kailas. It says that. It says kailas before that. It says so. The Gemara, those kailas that the Torah was talking about was referring to the old kailas that they saw before Matan Torah. If you if you brought a carbon the rest of that pasuk that we quoted earlier finishes off as if you brought a taida. They brought a taida to Hashem. It's if you built one of the destruction, one of the churvas of Yisreal. It's also that's a continuation weiter of that same pasuk that is saying that I'm going to rebuild the land the way it was originally. Okay. Anybody who has yiras shomayim, people will actually listen to him. As a Lakewood, right? So what's the pshat? Why anybody who has yiras shomayim? Because people who are taka have yiras shomayim, they are not hypocritical. They're not two-faced. You're not going to spot them doing averas in places or anything like that, in public or private. They're through and through. They fear Hashem always. My kizak kol. Don't what is with the rest of the pasuk? It says kizak kol. Amar Elazar, Amar Elazar, Amar Kodesh Baruch Hu. Kodesh Baruch Hu says, "Kol Elam Kulei Loy Nivra El B'Shvil Zeh." This whole world was created just for this person with Yirah Hashem. Amar Raka Anan Amar Shakol Zeh Keneged Kol Elam Kulei. This person is equal to the rest of the world. Hashem ben Azar Omer, the Amir Hashem ben Zayma. Omer. Some people say Kol Elam Kulei Loy Nivra El B'Shvil Zeh. He kind of takes the middle road of that the whole world was created just to be alongside this person. If you have somebody that you're friends with and you know that he always gives you shalom, so you should say shalom to him first. Never back shalom. You should chase after him and to try and wish him shalom. And if you give him shalom and he doesn't answer, it's called a gazan. Shenemar, you stole from him. Shenemar, you destroyed the vineyard and you stole from a poor person. What's shot in a poor person? How do you know that it means a smile? Because I mean, you can't. You saying stealing from anybody is considered stealing. So what does a poor person come into it over here? So what's the only thing that you could possibly steal from a poor person because he doesn't have anything? Is that if you were supposed to smile at him and you didn't smile at him, so now you're a gazan. You stole that from him. Yeah. See, this is a very interesting gemara. How do you know that a Kadosh Baruch Hu davens? It doesn't say their tefillah, el tefillah. And a Kadosh Baruch Hu says it's going to be my davening. That's how you see that a Kadosh Baruch Hu davens. Now, question: what is the purpose of a Kadosh Baruch Hu davening? Anyone?
There's the raya that everybody has to daven.
Okay. That would be the purpose.
Who's davening to?
Who's he davening? He can do whatever he wants.
What is he saying?
Anyone have any thoughts?
It's weird.
Well, what would his tefillah be?
Well, the Gemara is going to say what his tefillah is.
What do you mean? Why can his tefillah be? Oh, you mean who's he davening to? Oh, yeah.
Just let him do whatever he wants.
It's a Shiur v'sespacha. That's what tefillah is, and it's about kosher.
He's davening for us.
The same like we daven for our
Very
children.
good.
Who is he davening to, though?
We daven for our children. We are his children. No.
Davens for us to who? To himself?
Right.
Naftali says, giving Shiur v'sespacha.
That's a blessing.
He's singing Shiur about himself.
Oh.
I'm so great. I'm so great. I am. I'm so great.
He'd be like any other Rosh Hashiva.
No, because not to collect money.
Oh, yeah.
There's
Just
two
showing us
pshatim.
how to.
I saw two pshatim on this. So that number one is that we say also that when HaKadosh Baruch Hu showed Moshe Rabbeinu by the Yud Gimel Midos, and he was wrapped in a talis, and say the Yud Gimel Midos, he was teaching Moshe Rabbeinu how to daven. We're saying over here is that HaKadosh Baruch Hu was teaching us how to daven. That's one pshat. The other pshat is that HaKadosh Baruch Hu created the world because he wanted to do good. HaKadosh Baruch Hu doesn't need our tefillos. The only reason for creation is because HaKadosh Baruch Hu wanted to give us schar. So what HaKadosh Baruch Hu is telling us how to daven by davening, he's davening that we should do mitzvos so that we can get more schar. Okay?
Still, it doesn't answer who he's davening to.
No, he's davening to us, basically, saying, guys, do the mitzvahs. That's really what his tefillah is. Meaning, so do mitzvahs so that I could give you schar, and that would fulfill the purpose of creation. Because HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants to be you can't be a good person or a good anything if you don't do good for people. HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants to give as much good as possible. The only way we can give good is if we deserve it. So HaKadosh Baruch Hu is saying, guys, please deserve it so I can give it to you. Yeah? My matzli.
Well, connected to the Tefilin day, whereas it's all about praises of us. So
Right.
Maybe you can tie in like the other block that says it's his Torah and he gives it to us. Didn't we
Right.
have that yesterday's block? Something like that.
That was like the-
I was asking.
That was like the first shot that Hashkadosh Baruch Hu is showing us how to daven.
Yeah, maybe.
I thought he was saying like the second shot, but okay. That he wants us to be able to accomplish more. He gave it to us as a present, as an inheritance for our good. Anyways, you ready? My matzi. What is it? We're gonna get to the new songs now. My matzi. What is the Kosh Baruch Hu daven? Yeah. Amar Rav Zutra Bar Tuvia Amar Rav. My rachmim should.
Bro, you got to face the mic.
Yisreal, rachmai.
Yisreal, if you don't face the mic, we can't hear you.
You can't hear me now?
You have to face the mic. When you look to your Gemara, we don't hear you.
Okay, I'm facing my mic now. Is that better?
Much better.
start again. My monthly.
My matzi. What is the Kosh Baruch Hu daven? Amar Rav Zutra Bar Tuvia Amar Rav Yiratzin Milfanai. Sheikh B'Shu Rachamai as kas and my rachamim should overcome my anger. V'yagalu rachamai al midaisai, and my rachamim should be more revealed over on right. It should be much more revealed. That's not about me to sarachim, and I should deal with my kids, with my children, with the need of rachamim. And I should go in with them, and I should deal with them with Mimashar Sadin. Yeah. Tanya Amar Rabbi Yishmael ben Elisha. This is our song. One time, I went to be marked to the Torahs in the Kodesh Kodashim and I saw the machlokes what this means, whether it's Hashem, whether it's Amal. So that he was sitting in front of, he's sitting on his chair, on his exalted chair. And he said, Yishmael b'ni, my son, Yishmael barcheni, give me a bracha. Amarti loy, I said to him, Yiratin l'fanecha, to be your will. Sheikh b'shurachamecha es katzcha. This is not again banecha. Yeah, the same exact brachas he said before. And banana liberation. And Akash Baruch Hu shook his head, meaning that he agreed. You learn out from this thing that a bracha of a hedjik, of somebody who is not such on a high madrega, it shouldn't be light in your eyes. Now, I just have a question. What's the raya? Anybody know what the raya from this story is? That birchas hedjik shouldn't be light? That you should accept a bracha from anybody here? Anybody? Is that oops?
Okay, go forward.
I'm asking, is anybody? You guys, this is a famous. It's a famous Gemara. It's a famous song. Everybody, I just want to know, like, and everybody seems to take it like for a davar plush at this Gemara. I'm just curious. Like, okay, so explain it to me. That's all.
All the third Amud.
Yeah.
We're not down on the trip yet.
Nobody's ever interested in the third Amud.
All right. We'll move on.
All right, let's go.
Why don't you say the reason? You got an answer.
I have an answer. I just wanted to know if anybody was ever bothered by the question.
You see, this is why Stoll's going to be successful. He wants to know. He doesn't want to go right there. Okay, good.
Anybody hear the question at least?
You have to give an answer.
Does anybody have? Well, I want to know if anybody is bothered by the question. That's all.
There was a question?
I have a note in the side of my Gemara that the Tzlach says something.
Ooh,
Okay.
that's Tully.
I don't remember what. Gemara did you steal?
Tully, you have Tzviakov's Gemara?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who?
Pnei Shul says that Bishmal had Ruach HaKodesh and he knew that was the tefillah that the Rebbeinu Shalom said. And yet he still said the same tefillah. And Mela, obviously, and Rebbeinu Shalom still bent his head. This is a Pnei Shul I'm looking at right now.
Okay.
Look at this guy. Yeah.
On his Peloton. I didn't know that Peloton.
Look at Gittel's in the background, Sheppy Nachas.
Oh, very good. Is that the Peloton music?
30 minutes in.
I didn't know the Peloton came with the Farshim. That is unbelievable.
You have all different options.
I didn't realize. Does that cost more? Is that a higher monthly membership?
Came about Yisrael Baruch HaKadosh Hashem came to Sama Kadosh Baruch Hu Yisrael Loisa Tefillah Atma Lefiza Elsi Shaper Had Damasik the Kamash Milan Shal Tehei Bracha Ed Kala Hainu Kevin Shagadosh Baruch Hu Mispal Tefillah Zu Afilu Hachi Chaviva Le Yisrael De Berachos Hedid. Shmuel knew that Rebbeinu Shalom said the same tefillah, and yet he still said it because
so here's what was bothering me, and then this. If Akash Baruch Hu wanted to teach us, if the Gemara wanted to teach us that a Birchas Hedid shouldn't be kal, so don't. Rabbi Yishmael ben Elisha was the best possible option to give him that bracha. He was the Gadol Adar. He should have picked me to give him that bracha. Then you'd have a good riot. I'll take Birchas Hedid kal beinecha, right?
Yeah, but Rishmael Rebbeinu Shalom is Birchas Hedid.
I wouldn't teach it to you because he was the best available option.
It's better than his own tefillah.
Pick the next best option. If you wanted to teach you that, so pick the next best option.
I can't take Yossi seriously.
Anyways, I saw the Marsha. The Marsha asks this kasha. The Marsha says the reason why it was a Birchas Hedid is because it was not. It was biachidus. It wasn't with a minyan. Okay. Okay, right there. Let's go. We're very late already. How do you know that you're not supposed to try and appease somebody while he's still upset? Wait until I'm finished. I'm going to leave you, and then I'm going to forgive you. Kosh Baruch Hu says to Moshe, wait until my anger subsides, and then I'll forgive you. Does the Kosh Baruch Hu ever get angry? And yes, he does. The time of Kosh Baruch Hu gets angry every single day. How long is his anger? Does his anger last? Rega, a moment. Rega, and how much is a rega? A moment. It's 158,888 of an hour. Rega. And that's the rega that a Kodesh Baruch Hu gets angry. Nobody knows when that moment is. The only one who ever knew when that time was Bilam. The said that Bilam knew had the knowledge of a Kodesh Baruch Hu. He didn't even know what his donkey was doing. So that's Elyon Havayada. He knew that what's in the mind of a Kodesh Baruch Hu. He knew when the time was and the Kodesh Baruch Hu gets angry. This is what the Navi said to the Yidden. Remember what Balak wanted to do to you. And that's the end of the pasuk to know how righteous the Kodesh Baruch Hu was with you. So Kodesh Baruch Hu says to the Yidden, look how good I was to you. I didn't get angry at all during the days of Bilam. Because if I would have gotten upset, there wouldn't be any leftovers. It's a lashon of saginar. It's a euphemism for the enemies of the Yidden, but it really means the Yidden. There wouldn't be anybody left. I knew the Kamalei Bilam Lebalak, and this is what Bilam said to Balak. How could I curse? A Kodesh Baruch Hu didn't curse. How could I get upset? Hashem. We know that all those days, all those weeks, that Bilam was trying to curse the Yidden, and Kodesh Baruch Hu didn't get angry. And how long was it? Rega. It's a rega. Rega commandment. It's as long as it takes you to say the word rega. Tomorrow we know the rega rosa. How do you know that Kosh Baruch Hu gets upset for only a moment? He's angry for a rega, but he's forever appeased. Calm. There's another pasuk. hide for a rega, for a moment until the anger passes. And when is that time? It's in the first 3 hours. The town go like when the crown of a chicken turns white, and it stands on one leg. At any given time, you can see a crown of a chicken that's white and he's standing on 1 foot. The Gemara, is basically at any other time, you look at the crown, there'll be red spots on it. During that time, there are no red spots. Amud Saduki, this is a very interesting Gemara. This is a good Gemara for life. I know somebody that actually, whatever, I'll explain in a second. Amud Saduki, there was this Saduki, the Habib Shmusi, the Rab Shub and Levi. He lived in the neighborhood of Rishub and Levi. Have a komatzarli too, but he was always bothering Rishub and Levi. But he was always asking him and sukkim and kashas and to try and upslug the Torah. And so he was getting annoyed. So one day Rishub and Levi, he took a chicken. He sat with it between he put it down on his thighs. And he was staring at the chicken. When that time comes, when a Akash Baruch gets angry, and he'll look at the crown of the chicken to see when that time is. And then I'll curse the tzeduki. So kimata he shaita. As soon as that time came, so now Rabbi Shimon Levi fell asleep. He said, you see that it's not proper for somebody for a tzaddik to curse somebody. Why? It says that Kosh Baruch Hu has mercy on everybody. That for a tzaddik to punish somebody, it's not good. Is the time that he gets angry. Is when the sun comes up. And all the kings put their crowns on the head and they bow to the sun. Right away, Kadosh Baruch Hu gets very upset. But the point is over here is that there are some people that, like, when they get very upset, let's say in financial issues, let's say they'll get up on him to curse. I've heard of stories where they got, let's say, big gedolim to curse certain people. The people that ended up cursing were the ones that ended up getting hurt the most. So you see that you don't want to have somebody get punished because of you. You never want to wish ill onto somebody else. The chances are that the person who's going to get hurt first is the person who wished that ill. Okay. The best thing that it could ever happen, that is better to have something remorse come from inside your own heart, more than getting beaten into it. And she's going to run after her lovers. And the rest of the pasuk says she's going to bang into thorns. Then she's going to say on her own, I'm going to go back to my original husband, meaning it's Klal Yisrael saying that they're going to go back to Hashem, they're going to do tshuva. It's better than 100 hitings. It's better to just like a yelling and you understand what you're doing wrong than from beating a dumb person 100 times. Meaning, you should really do tshuva me'av. Tshuva me'av is always the best thing. It works better, and you shouldn't actually have to do tshuva. But the point is that the ikar is to do tshuva me'av, but rather you shouldn't have to come onto Yisurim. Okay. There were 3 things that Akash Baruch Hu asked that Moshe Rabbeinu asked Akash Baruch Hu, and he got them. That the Yisrael, that his Shekhinah should rest on the Yidden, and he gave it him. That you were actually going with us. That the Shekhinah should not go on the Goyim, he gave it to him. He said, and you'll be separate us from the other nations. And he gave it to him. The Gemara is going to explain exactly what he wanted to know. How come you have certain tzaddikim and everything is good, and you have a tzaddik that things are bad? You have Risham that things are good for him, and you have a Rosh that's bad for him. If a tzaddik has everything good, it's because he's a tzaddik, the son of a tzaddik. Tzaddik ben Raloi, tzaddik ben Rosh. Okay, if he's tzaddik has bad, he's a tzaddik, the son of a Rosh. Rasha v'tayv lo is Rasha ben Tzaddik. If you see a Rasha and things are good for him, he must be the Rasha, the son of a Tzaddik. Rasha v'ralai, Rasha ben Rasha. Rasha, if it's bad for him, he's a Rasha, the son of a Rasha. Okay, now the Gemara is going to ask on this. Omar Ma.
Yeah, obviously.
What?
It's obvious because like there's obviously cases not like that.
Right. And then the Gemara is going to ask from Psukim also. Omar Mar, Tzaddik v'tayv lo. Tzaddik Rali, Tzaddik ben Rasha, Ani, it's not true. Said that sons don't die for the aveiros of their father. We say, wait a second. The first pasuk said that we're going to remember all the aveiros for generations, right? And then it says, wait a second, we're not responsible for the sins of our father. And we answered like Kasha. It's not shver. Right? If my father was a Rasha and I'm a tzaddik, so I'm not going to get punished for my father. But if my father's a Rasha and I am a Rasha, so then I will get punished. So you see from here that a Rasha, let's say, or a tzaddik, the son of a Rasha, doesn't get punished. How could you say that I'm going to get punished? I'm a tzaddik, the son of a Rasha. So this is what Akash Baruch Hu told him. Tzaddik v'tayv lo is a tzaddik gomer, a guy who never did any aveiros. Tzaddik v'ralai is tzaddik she'enei gomer. He's not such a big tzaddik. Rasha v'tayv lo, if a Rasha is good, Rasha she'enei gomer. He's a Rasha, he's not such a complete Rasha. So he's going to have to get a schar in this world. Rasha v'ralai, if you see a Rasha and he's bad, he's a Rasha gomer. He has no mitzvahs. Look at the Ameir. And this argues on Ameir. The Ameir, Shtayim Nasrullah. Rameir says that only two things were given to Moshe Rabbeinu. And one of the requests was not given. I'm going to forgive who I want to forgive, even if he doesn't deserve it. And I'm going to have rachmanis. I'm going to have mercy on him, even if he doesn't deserve it. Meaning, there's no way you'll ever understand it. He said, nobody can see me. This is what Akash Baruch Hu was telling Moshe. When I wanted you to see me later, when Moshe Rabbeinu first saw Kadosh Baruch Hu burn, when he saw the fire in the bush, in the rose bush, burning, so Moshe Rabbeinu turned his face away. Okay, so Akash Baruch Hu was giving Moshe Rabbeinu a musar, saying, I wanted to show you me, and you didn't want to look. And now I don't want you to see me, and you're asking to please see me. Okay? Now that you want to see any rights, I don't want to show you. So this is Shul bar Nachmani. This is arguing on Shul bar Nachmani. Because of these three things, Moshe Rabbeinu was like to three things. In the Schar Vayaster Moshe Panov, that Moshe hid his face by the sneh. He was like to have his face that was shining, right? Because the fact that he was afraid, everybody was afraid to go near Moshe Rabbeinu when that happened. Because he didn't want to look. He was like to be able to see, I guess, part of a Kadosh Baruch Hu. As he writes his copy, he says, right? I'm going to cover you with my hand, and you'll be able to see my back. You see that HaKadosh Baruch Hu showed Moshe Rabbeinu the knot of his tefillin. I see. Anytime HaKadosh Baruch Hu promises anything good, I feel all tonight, even if he says, I'm only going to give it to you on a certain tonight, he doesn't retract from it. Even if the tonight doesn't end up happening, HaKadosh Baruch Hu is still going to give it. How do you know? You know from Moshe Rabbeinu. But the Chet Egel and Klal Yisrael did the Egel. Akash Baruch Hu said, "I'm going to destroy Klal Yisrael, and I'm going to make you into a whole new nation." Right? And Apagav the point Moshe Rachmei the Milsa Ubatla. Even though Moshe Rabbeinu davened that he shouldn't destroy Klal Yisrael, and he was Mevatel the Gzeira. Akash Baruch Hu gave Moshe Rabbeinu 600,000 offspring, like the Shenemar B'nei Moshe Gershom Eliezer. So where Vayu Bnei Eliezer Rachmei Harosh, Bnei Rachmei and Rabu Lamala. This Rabu Lamala is more than 600,000. Asir Rabbi. He learns out from the pasuk of Rabbi. We see in Mitzrayim that the Bnei Yisrael were paru v'rabu. So when it says that the sons of Moshe are also the Rabbi from the same word, so you see that they had that Moshe Rabbeinu, even though he was about to the Gzeira of destroying the entire Klal Yisrael, even so, Akash Baruch Hu still gave Moshe Rabbeinu 600,000, created his own nation. So you see that Akash Baruch Hu's promises come true even if Klai doesn't happen. All right.
All right.
Oh, thank you.
What's the schedule moving on?
Well, very good.